Hi, Phanessa here. In this video I am going to demonstrate how to work the Lucky Stripes stitch. So this is what it looks like worked in rows, and then I have it worked in the round as well. They're slightly different. So this one is worked in the round. So we'll get started working in rows first. You can check the description box if you want to jump on to working in the round. Alright, let's get started. So this pattern is in multiples of 4 plus 2. So starting with the slip knot, chain in multiples of 4 plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 16 plus 2 for a total of 18 chain stitches. Okay, so we're going to work a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Okay, so that's the first and that's the second. Insert your hook into the second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so 1 single crochet into every stitch across. Chain 1 and turn. So this is going to be another row of single crochet stitches. So into the first stitch, going through both loops, work 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, and every stitch across, work 1 single crochet. Okay, my last stitch. Row 2, we're going to chain 3 and turn. The chain 3 will always count as a double crochet stitch. So we're skipping this first stitch here since we worked our chain 3 into the next stitch. So we're skipping this one. We're going into the next stitch. We're going to work a double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now we're going to work a perpendicular 2 double crochet cluster. So to start, you want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go through this loop here and this loop here, okay? So we're going to work into these loops for our double crochet cluster. So yarn over, insert your hook through those 2 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, one more time, yarn over through the same loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now with 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now we're going to skip 1 stitch and work 3 double crochets together. So a double crochet 3 together is a decrease from 3 stitches to 1. So to work that, you're going to yarn over. We're skipping 1 into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So you're going to repeat that 2 more times. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, one more time. Yarn over, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So see how we have 3 partially worked double crochets? We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. So that's 3 double crochets into 1. So now we're going to work another perpendicular double crochet cluster. To start, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to work into the 3 loops from the double crochet 3 together. We're going to skip this loop here. Okay, so there's actually 4 loops, but we're just working into the 3 from the decreased stitch. Okay. Again, double crochet cluster, yarn over through the 3 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time, yarn over through those same 3 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. With 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. So the repeat is skipping the next stitch, double crochet 3 together, and then work your perpendicular double crochet cluster. So repeat until you have 3 more stitches left. Okay, double crochet 3 together. So you're really just working a partial double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And then you end up with 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. Your perpendicular stitch. Okay, skip this loop, work into these 3 here. Okay, with 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. Skipping the next stitch, double crochet 3 together. Okay, so I have 3 stitches left. Make sure you work your perpendicular double crochet cluster, and then you're going to skip 1 and 1 double crochet in each of the next 2, so the last 2 stitches. Row 3, chain 3 and turn. So 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Remember the chain 3 counts as your double crochet stitch. Okay, so now we're going to increase where we decreased on the last row. So chain 1, and then right here where you have your double crochet 3 together, we're going to work 3 double crochets into that same stitch. Okay, right here. That's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so the repeat is going to be 3 double crochets on top of the decreased stitches here, chain 1. Okay, we're going to skip the perpendicular clusters and work 3 double crochets into the next stitch here. Chain 1, 3 double crochets on top of the next decrease here. And chain 1. Okay, so we're going to finish off with 2 double crochets. So don't forget to chain 1. And right through the through the next double crochet, work a double crochet stitch. For the turning chain, you're going to count 3 chains up, 1, 2, 3. That's where you're going to work your double crochet stitch. Okay, so 1 double crochet into the 3rd chain from the turning chain. Okay, so now we're ready for row 4. Chain 1 and turn. So we're just going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch across, including the chain 1 space. So right into the first stitch and the second stitch, work 1 single crochet each, and then into the chain 1 space, you're just going to insert your hook right into that space and work your single crochet. Work your single crochet over the next 3 double crochet stitches, 1 in each of those 3. Again, in your chain 1 space, right into the space, and then continue just working single crochets across. Okay, I'm near the end. I'm going to work 1 single crochet right here into the chain 1 space, and then the double crochet here. Count 3 chains up and work into the 3rd chain. Okay, so the repeat is going to be from rows 1 through 4. The first row here is our foundation row. So starting back at row 1, just 1 single crochet all the way across. So I'm going to work a few more rows and show you what it looks like. You basically work 2 rows of this lace here and then 2 rows of single crochets. Okay, so I've worked another set and this is what it looks like. So if you're working a swatch, I would say end with 2 rows of single crochets. Okay, so I had to convert this to make it in the round for one of my beanie patterns. So I'm going to quickly demonstrate how you can do that. So you already know how to pretty much work the stitches. So I'm just going to chain some more stitches and then join here and show you what that looks like. So when you worked flat, you had to work in multiples of 4 plus 2. For working the round, all you need is in multiples of 4. I'm going to chain and join to this side. So I have 17 stitches, which is 1 extra for the multiples of 4. I'm just going to chain 15 because that's 1 less of 16 to accommodate that extra stitch, just so we can bring it down to the in multiples of 4. So I'm going to join to the first single crochet here. Okay, I'm going to work a slip stitch. For the first 2 rounds, I'm just going to work single crochets. I know I already have single crochet here, just pretend that's not there. Okay, so you can work in a continuous round or you can join and chain 1 and then working 1 single crochet into the same stitch and then working 1 single crochet in every stitch across. Okay, when I get to these chain stitches, insert your hook through the chain stitches like so. But I'm just going to work 15 single crochets around my chain stitches. Okay, so I've worked 15 single crochets. I don't know about you, but I can never find my stitch markers when I need them. So I'm just going to use this cable needle to show you where my first stitch is. So I'm going to continue working my next round in a continuous round, meaning I'm not going to join to the first stitch. I'm just going to insert my hook in there and start my next single crochet. So now this becomes my first stitch of round 2. If you're more comfortable with joining and then chaining 1, go ahead and do that. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm at the end of my round. Now for the second round of your single crochet, you want to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Okay, so now we're going to start round 3, which is this decrease and perpendicular cluster here. So I'm going to chain 3. Now this is going to become one of the decrease stitch for my double crochet 3 together here. So I'm just going to work a double crochet 2 together in the next 2 stitches. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. So now I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. So now the chain 3 becomes part of my decrease. So now I'm going to work the perpendicular to sideways double crochet cluster, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So this part will be very similar to what you did down here. Working into the 3 loops here, yarn over, into the 3 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the 3 loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Okay, with 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. Now we're going to skip 1 and double crochet 3 together over the next 3. So yarn over, skip 1 into the next stitch, work your partial double crochet into the next stitch, and then into the next stitch. Okay, now with 4 loops, yarn over and pull through all 4. Okay, now your cluster, chain 3, and work through the 3 loops from the decrease. Work your 2 double crochet cluster. Skip 1, double crochet 3 together. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat that all the way around. So I have one more set to work. So I'm going to skip 1, work a double crochet 3 together. Okay, so work your last perpendicular double crochet cluster. Okay, so then you skip 1, and then you're going to join to the top of this double crochet 2 together and cluster. You're going to insert your hook right through the top and then work a slip stitch. So round 4, you're going to chain 3. That counts as your first double crochet. So remember, we worked 3 double crochets on top of the decrease, so we're going to do the same thing. So this is our first double crochet. We're going to work 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. Okay, and then chain 1. Okay, so this is where I work this stitch slightly different. When you're working in rows, you work through these stitches here, on the back side. But since we're working in the round and naturally it's a little slanted, so I'm going to work into the center of this decrease instead of into the stitch here. So right here where this loop is, it's sort of it's the first loop of the 3. I'm going to find the center of that. So this is basically the same place you insert your perpendicular double crochet clusters. So yarn over, insert your hook right through the center and work your double crochet stitch. Again, it's going to be through the 3 loops that you worked the perpendicular double crochet clusters. Chain 1. Your stitches are more aligned if you work right into the center. Into the next decrease, 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and then just repeat. Okay, so I'm at the end. I'm going to finish off with a chain 1, and then you're going to want to slip stitch to the 3rd chain from the beginning, chain 3. So count 1, 2, 3, insert your hook and work a slip stitch. Okay, round 5, we're going to work 1 single crochet in every stitch. Chain 1 into the 1st stitch. Okay, it's a little hard to see the 2nd stitch, but it's right there. So just follow your double crochet stitches. So that's the 3 from here. You want to work 1 single crochet right into the chain 1 space, and then continue around, 1 in each of the double crochet stitches, and then 1 in the chain 1 space. I'm back around. I'm going to work 1 single crochet into the chain 1 space. Now here's my first single crochet right there. Again, I don't like to join when I can work continuously, so I'm going to insert my hook into the 1st stitch of the round and start my 1st stitch of the round for the next round. Again, you can work a slip stitch to join and then chain 1 and then start over. So you'll repeat that last row. So I'm back at the beginning. I'm going to join with a slip stitch. If you need, use a stitch marker to mark the beginning of your round. I'm ready to repeat those 4 rounds. Again, it's 2 single crochet rounds in between the 2 rounds of lace here. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos. I'll see you next time.